Welcome to your boosted meditation. More and more, the term influencer is becoming a household term. They've infiltrated your phone, your headlines, your conversations. They've even infiltrated your Met Galas. But there's a good chance you haven't fully wrapped your head around how you actually feel about them. Yes, the term influencer sounds corny AF. Every time you hear that someone is an influencer, you automatically want to influence your eyes to roll to the back of your head. It appears as if all they do is post pics and get paid. You see the parties, the all-expenses-paid trips, the effortlessness. It's easy to assume that anyone can do that job because, as it appears, influencers are talentless. Sorry, but we're going to burst your bubble if you're expecting more of the same. We're not here today to perpetuate the image that influencers are frauds without a stitch of talent in them. We don't believe that they've somehow found a way to bypass hard work and sacrifice on the road to success. More and more, they're becoming our neighbors, our friends, our family. It's time we make an effort to take them seriously in real life, like we do on our devices. And if you're an influencer listening to this, you're not off the hook. This meditation is for you too, because you make up some of the biggest haters out there. To be clear, this meditation isn't meant to sell you on influencers. We're not here to defend or disparage their paychecks or their rise in popularity. We're here to shed some light on the hustle behind the scenes. We're here to offer a different perspective, to give you a reason to develop, dare we say, a healthy respect for those who make a living on social media. So, with that said, let's hold the salt and let's light this candle. Begin by finding a comfortable position for yourself. You could be sitting, lounging, or laying down. Commit yourself to no distractions for the next few minutes. Close your eyes. Take a moment to relax your face. Let that wave of relaxation move down your body. Allow your entire being to get lost in the music. Make an effort to slow your breathing. Feel your body rise with each inhale. Feel it soften with each exhale. The highest grossing film of all time in Japan is an anime called Demon Slayer. In the film, the Demon Slayers use advanced breathing techniques to activate their signature attacks. Although it may sound silly at first, the concept of purposeful breathing can transform your life. Let's give it a try by inhaling for 5 seconds and then exhaling for 5 seconds. Ready? Inhale for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more. Inhale for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. You might even be ready to slay some of your own demons now. For the rest of this meditation, try to breathe slowly, but at a pace that's comfortable for you. There's a general idea of what goes into most jobs. You know that a fisherman catches fish. You know that a farmer works all day in the field. You know that doctors and lawyers have to go to school for a very long time. When it comes to the self-publishing content creator, aka influencer, it's a completely new job in the history of jobs. It's not something you learn about in first grade. There's no Halloween costume for it like there is with firefighters and astronauts. We're all guilty of it, rolling our eyes at the thought of someone trying to be an influencer. Trying to be an influencer, what does that even mean? There's no blueprint for it, there's no job description, and it gets even more complicated when you layer in the fame element, when you try to fit influencers into the celebrity hierarchy. Are they C and D list celebrities because they're on the internet? Or are they A and B list celebrities because they're on the internet? These days, we're less interested in Bennifer and more interested in Dramageddon. Emma Chamberlain went from dropping out of high school, popping zits, belching, and farting on camera, to front row at Louis Vuitton Paris Fashion Week and attending the Met Gala. On what planet is there an existing blueprint for doing what Emma Chamberlain did? If you're a fan, from your position, you see YouTubers and TikTokers blow up right before your eyes. From doing videos in a studio apartment, to sponsorship deals, to new house, new car, new life. But once they cross that line from aspirational to successful, suddenly everything changes. It's possible for a sense of entitlement to build when a lot has changed on their side of the screen, but not much has changed on your side. You stayed loyal to them on their journey, and so now you might feel like they owe you something. Without your support, they wouldn't have anything, as if you deserve credit for their success. But let's not get it twisted. Their life changed because they put themselves out there. You only tuned in because you saw something you liked. Sorry to break it to you, but spectators don't get credit for the ideas, creativity, and certainly not the courage of the player in the arena. It takes guts, and that's why most people are unwilling to put themselves out there. How many times have you had an idea and you kept it to yourself because you were scared of what people, especially the ones closest to you, would say? The courage it takes to put yourself out there cannot be taken lightly. In the case of influencers, it means making themselves vulnerable to the full wrath of the internet, who is relentless and takes no prisoners. Brené Brown knows a thing or two on the subject. She says that vulnerability is not a weakness. It's the courage to show up and be real when you can't control the outcome of what people think. And you better believe that people think some fucked up things. People's fangs come out if you have the audacity to stand out, do the brave thing of turning the camera around and pointing it at yourself. All they see is someone looking vain and vapid, snapping selfies, talking into a camera. They don't see what's happening when the camera is off. The planning, the prep, the production, the editing, the DIY PR and marketing, the DIY accounting and publishing. They don't see the toll it takes on family. They don't see the judgment from friends. They don't need to deal with the bloodthirsty trolls in the comments and the anonymous death threats in the DMs. Influencers have to pay a hefty price for success. And that's why all of them are talking about mental health, because they're constantly dealing with it themselves. Putting yourself out there and taking on the baggage is terrifying. But if you're able to conquer the weight of the world, then the world is a funny thing where it tends to come back around. Peter McKinnon went from being just a YouTuber to directing a national ad campaign for Hyundai. They get good at allowing wealth and prosperity to flow towards them. And this is something all of us can learn from. Life's trolls and haters will always be there. Whether you want to start a business or change your career, they live to take energy from people who do unconventional things, who dare to do things on their own terms. They talk big, but none of them have ever taken a risk in their lives. Theodore Roosevelt put it best: Would you like to be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory or defeat? Or would you rather shoot your shot and live daring greatly? We're not saying you should try your hand at being an influencer, but we are saying that it may be worth your while to go out on a limb every now and again. Share your ideas and give energy to your passions. Instead of watching from the sidelines, make a play in the arena. You might be surprised at the opportunities that come from it. Let's breathe. 5 seconds inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, open your eyes. Take your time in gaining back your senses. You're not the same person you were at the beginning of this meditation. The current version of you is the newest version of you, and it features a newfound respect for anyone who has the guts to see things differently. F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote, "I hope you feel things you never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view." You've reached the end of your boosted meditation. Congratulations and Godspeed.